So, how do you get closings for yourself when you can see that the feds are going to be changing interest rates again soon? That's going to be one of our topics today. Welcome to today's morning meeting. I'm Greg Luther, the one guy that meets with you every single week to help you in growing your real estate business, as long as you're following the page here. Let's talk a little bit about how you can generate interest as you get through the holiday season, as you get into the first of new year. How do you get people to take action when there's so much unrest in the marketplace? We're certainly seeing that the Black Friday sales didn't work out as well as they anticipated. People are not spending the way they were, and they're starting to tighten their belt up a little bit. The big fear that we're seeing right now is we may end up with a hard landing. I'm sure you saw here recently, Bill Ackman said we actually need to reduce rates, reduce interest rates during the first quarter to eliminate that hard landing. Well, what they do with those interest rates also affect mortgage rates in the long run. We know why that is, right? So you have to start thinking about, as a real estate agent, how do I speak to my clients to get them to take action when rates are, higher than they're likely to be for a little while? Home prices are still high. All of these people have been waiting on a crash, waiting till after the holidays, all of those issues. What should you be saying? How do you create the languaging to show them why they should truly be taking action right now? Actually, the worst thing they can do is wait. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that today. We've got a couple other topics we're going to cover as well. This being our very first weekly meeting that we'll be doing for you. Many of you know, over the past year, I've done hundreds and hundreds of daily meetings, and I want to create a lot more value for you, give you the resources that you need, the scripts that you need, the email sequences you need to generate a lot more closings. How do you get buyers and sellers that are ready to move right now? And most importantly, get them to go with you. So going back to this interest rate topic, here's my recommendation for you. And I want you to be taking notes on this as well. My recommendation for you is to show them why it's so important to buy a house right now. If they are looking to move or they're looking to buy a home, they need to buy right now before rates go down. Because frankly, they're screwed if they wait for rates to go down. You already know what that means, right? So the reason feds are raising rates, the reason mortgage rates and interest rates, everything else is going up, is to physically slow down the market by making things less affordable and by making sure that less people qualify to get it. Well, hey, they did their job. There's a whole lot of buyers that were priced out of the market. So guess what happens when rates go down? More people qualify. More people are fighting over homes. More homes sell for over asking price due to more demand on properties. That means prices go up even more. So our recommendation is to buy a house right now. If rates do in fact go down, great. You got the house. You can go ahead and refinance. But the last thing you want to do is wait on rates to go down so you can supposedly get a better deal on a house or a lower monthly payment. Meanwhile, you're competing on the property. I've often pointed out, yes, we did have a short window of time where mortgage rates were 3.5% and 4%. And you could get that as long as you paid 80,000 over asking price for the benefit of getting it. You didn't really get a good deal. And frankly, you didn't get 3.5% or 4% if you paid 80,000 in advance. So now we're not doing that. We're not paying well over asking price and those kinds of issues. You can pay what is today's true market value. But let's rest assured here, rates are not going to go down and home prices go down. There's only one thing that can happen. There's only one thing that's ever happened in history if rates go down. The only reason they lower rates is because they want more people to be able to qualify, more people to buy. So you should be utilizing that in your languaging, whether it's text message, email, phone calls you're doing with people, videos that you're putting. Hopefully you're putting out good quality content. One of the questions I get from our inner circle members all the time is, what should I say if I'm putting a video on my Facebook page or I'm putting a video on my YouTube page? What kind of content should I use? Well, let's go ahead and make one here right now. Here's what I'd say. Hey, it's Greg Luther, and I'm sure you've seen that interest rates continue going up, and they have been doing so for quite a while. Fortunately, at the last Fed meeting, they did not raise interest rates, and a lot of the pros are saying they're probably going to start lowering rates in 2024. Now, me being a real estate professional, I owe it to you to make sure I give you the very best advice I can give you, and I got to tell you, you're going to be in trouble if you wait. If you're thinking of buying a home over the next couple of years, you need to do it right now while the rates are high, while less people qualify to purchase a home, because there's only one thing that can happen when rates go down. More people qualify, more people are in the market, more people are fighting over those homes, and it drives up the prices. It's the only possible thing that can happen. So my recommendation for you is secure a home now while you can. Nobody knows what's officially going to happen to interest rates. If they do go down, you can refinance. You already got the home, you got it at today's price, and you can refinance that mortgage to get a little bit lower interest rate if you want to. But the last thing you want to do is say, oh, I heard rates are going to go down, I'm going to buy a home then. Well, rates were really low a couple of years ago. As long as you paid $80,000 over asking price, you got the house. You don't want to get back in that position. So get it now. It's a whole lot cheaper to refi if home prices do go down. Let me know if you'd like some more information on this, or if you'd like to start casually looking around. We actually have access to unlisted and pre-market properties, so we can get you priority access to homes that match your information that you're looking for, the amenities and price range that you want. Just reach out to us here. So you can reach me at my contact info below. That's your video. There's your content. That's right off the cuff. There's no script involved. Nothing like that. You don't want to be reading as you're going through, trying to say why they should be working with you. That's not the goal here. Just call, just like you would do when you're in front of them. So you need to be putting that out right now, because we already know what's going to happen if they do, in fact, start to lower rates or build that consumer confidence again, that, oh my gosh, we're going in the right direction. Now I can take action. Well, we're going to get flooded again. So you should be making a lot of money right now. You can do a better job with your clients if you're marketing to them the right way and you're educating them on what they should be doing right now. So I want to make sure that you are going about it the right way. What you say either makes you an advisor or a salesperson just hoping to take an order because they're overly ready and they want to take action. They're like, here, just take my money. If you get good at sales, which is just educating the consumer so they can do make an educated decision on moving forward. If you get into that position, you become an advisor. They're going to follow you and you're going to do far better. But it's all about what you're doing, what you're saying to create those results. Let me give you another big benefit here today. So one thing that we've been doing, a lot of my inner circle coaching members, when they initially come on with us, they're like, the problem I've had my whole life is I can't convert leads. I get a lot of leads, I've bought leads, and I don't do well with them. And eventually I just say that lead source is no good. Blame it on Zillow, blame it on Realtor.com, blame it on what your broker gave you, whatever. You just say the lead is no good. Well, it might have been what you were doing and saying. So I've been working a lot with those that are involved with Greg Luther Inner Circle, where we're utilizing, I hate to use the term scripts, but really sound bites, one or two liners that are engaging the prospect to get them to reply to us. So inside our training, the lowest cost lead that we've ever created is new construction leads. So when you look at a new construction ad, that's generating leads at under $2 a piece. And the big benefit is like 70% of them are going to buy a resale house with you. Only 30% even buy new construction. So I really don't even care if there is new construction in your area, but the ads are working and you're picking up lots of buyers and you're helping them with their buying needs, wherever they end up buying, whether it's new build or resale. So a lot of agents have had a little bit of a struggle with how to convert those prospects. So we started utilizing, let me share my screen here. I'll show you. We started utilizing a very simple text message here to convert those prospects. Here's what the text message says. Very short and sweet. Hey, it's Greg. I know a while back you said you were looking for new construction homes here in Columbus, Ohio. Would you be open to resale homes that are pre-market and pre-foreclosure deals in good condition? That's it. Just a simple question. I didn't say, hey, it's Greg Luther with ABC Realty, and 3 weeks ago you were on my website and you indicated that we're not doing that. Let me read it to you again. Hey, it's Greg. I know a while back you said you were looking for new construction homes here in Columbus, Ohio. Would you be open to resale homes that are pre-market and pre-foreclosure deals in great condition? Now, before you say, well, wait a minute, how do I find those? Well, if you're in our inner circle coaching, you know how to get dozens of those properties. But now you have a better offer. They're going to reply. So when they reply, yeah, I'd be open to it, or email them to me, or if it's a good deal, as long as it doesn't need too much work, whatever. Okay, well, how do we convert that prospect? Because the last thing you want to do is say, okay, when can we meet? Okay, what are you looking for? Right? So you don't want to go that route. Here's our reply. whatever they say. Okay, no problem. We get a few each week, particularly at the end of the month. Are you an RWA buyer yet? You'll see that I'm continuously converting these prospects. I'm not going for the jugular, right? Not, okay, I got them. They showed a little bit of interest. I'm going to pounce on them and try and get an appointment. It's way too early for that. Give them value. So let me give you that reply again. Okay, no problem. We get a few each week, particularly at the end of the month. Are you an RWA buyer yet? That's it. What am I doing? I'm engaging them. I'm turning this monologue into a dialogue to get them to actually reply to me. Okay. And you know what they're going to say when I say that? Every one of them is going to say, what is RWA? Sorry, that's an industry trade term we use. It means ready, willing, and able. It's RWA certified. It shows that you're pre-qualified, working with an agent that understands foreclosure addendums, etc. Only takes about 10 minutes and it's free. Gets you far better access to far better homes. I can call you real quick if you have a sec. Look how much more comfortable that is. Let me read that to you again, where you can see tons of benefits. It's so easy. It's non-threatening. There's no commitment. It's totally free. Well, this is like the best way to convert them. So let me give it to you again. They say, what is RWA? Or I don't know what that is. Sorry, that's an industry trade term we use that means ready, willing, and able. It's RWA certified. It shows that you're pre-qualified, working with an agent that understands foreclosure addendums, etc. Only takes about 10 minutes and it's free. Gets you far better access to far better homes. I can call you real quick if you have a sec. Now, what I don't want you to do is clean this up. That second to last or third to last sentence. I don't want you to say, it only takes about 10 minutes and it's free. I don't want the next sentence to say, it gets you far better access. I don't want the last sentence to say, I can call you real quick or really quickly if you have a second. I don't want to do that because that's not how friends text. That's why this is abbreviated or shortened. It's very clear and concise. They understand it, but it's in text language. Make sense? So this one, if you do this to your leads today, you make money, period. Like this is set up the right way to get you on the phone with people that know who you are. They know why you're calling. They're very interested and they can't wait to say hello because they were just having a conversation with you and they know what this is about. That's so much better than calling them out of the blue and saying, hey, I know you were looking for new construction. My name's Greg. I was just wondering if they're going to kill the deal. They're going to cut you off because that's how you treat salespeople. So go about this the right way. How valuable is it for you to be following these morning meetings? How valuable is it for you to learn these little techniques, get your business going in the right direction? That's what Greg Luther coaching is about. It gets you making the kind of money you need by having the right scripts and dialogues and knowing what to do to get that desired response from the prospect. So each week, as we do these more extensive trainings for you here, I want to make sure that you're utilizing them. First of all, you got to make sure you're following the page here and you ring the bell, turn on notifications to let you know when these are coming up. And this is the basic, this is the free stuff, right? Imagine what happens as an Inner Circle coaching member. Incidentally, this week, we are doing our Inner Circle coaching call where we're going to be planning out your entire 2024. This is going to be a very elaborate training. I'm going to give you some resources so you can plan out how much business do I need? Where is it going to come from? What are going to be the best lead generation sources? How do I make sure I actually convert those when they do come in? How do I make sure I've got a certain number of appointments every week and ensure that truly happens? Not just that it's a goal that I wrote down and then it doesn't happen. How do I make it happen for my real estate business? That's what a CEO is going to do. So we'll be covering that on the Inner Circle coaching call on Thursday. And I think you're going to find it to be incredibly helpful. So hopefully you are following the page here. Let me know your thoughts about this, by the way, as we go to weekly content. Let me know in the comments here. Because by the way, you know, one of the most important things for you to make sure you're getting great value from the things we're doing here is I want to make sure you always like this post. You share this with another agent. Do you agree? Any other agent that you know would love to watch this video? You share this content because that's what gets our information out there. And that's frankly what keeps me doing it every week so that I can provide lots of value for you. But I want you to let me know in the comments below here. Leave a comment and let me know First of all, what would you like to learn from the weekly format? What do you think's a big hole in your business that if you could get this part figured out, you'd be doing a lot better? Sometimes it's, how do I build my business if I don't have any money to work with? Sometimes it's, I'm brand new in the business, or I'm new to an area and nobody knows me yet. Sometimes it's, 90% of my business comes from my sphere of influence, and I know that's a big problem. How do I fix that? It might be a conversion issue. It might be a commission negotiation. Let me know in the comments here what you think, but do me a favor and hit that little, I believe it's a right arrow there, to share this with another agent. Even if you send it to one, it can make a big, big difference for us here. So utilize some of these ideas. I want you to talk to your prospects about why they need to buy now rather than waiting on rates to go lower. Because if rates go lower, it means home prices go higher. That's how it works, right? The higher rates go, the lower prices go. That's the reason they raise rates, to bring down prices of everything. That's physically the reason they do it. No other reason than to lower inflation. So I want you to make sure you're utilizing this within your real estate business. Talk to these people the right way, convert them the right way. You're going to be making a lot more money. Hopefully you find this helpful. I'll come back and I'll read your comments here so I can make sure I'm giving you exactly what you want. I'm Greg Luther. We'll talk to you soon. And bye-bye for now.